L plus 6. Alright. S minus 5. So we spelled corn so far. Either this is a bat or a bird, so I will assume it's B. No? It's not F. What is... Flying? No. Soaring? What is this? I would assume it's part of the riddle since we got a T down here, or a cup. Bird? Flying? It doesn't make sense to put an F after an N. Descent? Rising? Okay, so what does this pretend to be? Well, let's use the rule out. I don't know what that is. Ah, it's wings. Okay. All right. Yeah, I didn't thought about that. Then we have a C plus 1. That's A. Q minus 5. Minus 5. Cornwall. G plus 5. That's L again. Cornwall C. Cornwall Croft. Whoops. Then we have N minus 13. Cornwall Coast. Is that what it's supposed to be? We have a snake. And T. Okay. So Miss Buckley owns a Mauser pistol and it's missing. Anyone could have taken it from the house, but who would have known it was here in the safe? So there is a Mauser in the house. Alright, investigation number 4. Our first suspects must be the so-called friends of Miss Buckley's. Commander Challenger, Miss Rice, and Mrs. Lazarus. Alright. The 3 friends, let's start with the yacht up here. The Challenger yacht. 2 balls in a jar. I would assume it's just random balls. Alright. Then we have a letter. We have 4 clues in total. There's a letter down here. St. Louis, 19th of May, 1927. Uncle McAllister, your last shipment was very well received, and the stock is almost entirely depleted. Let's arrange to meet us again for another exchange. London this next Friday. Same time, same place. Yours, George. There's something about this letter I do not like. I think I will have Miss Lemon pay a visit to Dr. McAllister. Maybe it's some kind of booze under the table deals. Brass letter. That was a very common thing back then. This is the finest brand of yacht. How is it that an ex-naval officer like Challenger can afford such a boat? Yeah. He's in the liquor industry. Empty vase? No. A landing net. What is that? Okay. Ship lamp? No. Oh, I've got 3 of them. 2 binoculars. That doesn't count as a binocular, sadly. There it is. Ship model. An amber bottle. No. It got the amber color. Oh, there it is. Candlestick. No, I had no idea Nick had a Mauser pistol. It probably belonged to her father or grandfather. Me? What do you mean? I don't own one. I have a shooting rifle, but that's hardly a crime. Alright. Let's check out Lazarus' room. So I would assume St. Lo is a seaside coastal town. Since we have a fair view to the ocean. Pirate flag? Is that the pirate flag? It is. Okay, you couldn't see that. A letter. Knightsbridge, 20th of April, 1927. James, our pecuniary affairs are the worst state. Owing to various calls of expenditure and various stoppages of income, the family business is at present rather imperfectly provided with ready money. I may be forced to sell it off as I cannot meet my obligations to my renters. I have creditors calling, and it is clear that there is no way to pay them. I advise you to consider what other career you could take up, should the worst happen. Your father, John Lazarus. So Mr. Lazarus' family business is near bankruptcy. I wonder if he will admit to it. A key. It's a scale. All these small items. It's right here. A fork. La fork. It's nowhere to be found. Oh, there it is. A dice playing card. A chess set. Yeah, okay. Paper bag. A rope. And a violin. I was in London until last night. My family owns Lazarus Antiques in Knightsbridge. The business keeps me busy, but it has its perks. We're doing exceedingly well. Exceedingly. Well, that's not what the letter told us. Alright, Freddy. The sour woman. A receipt. A receipt. For what exactly? Lady Boland's bed and breakfast. Saltington. Ah, we're definitely in England. 12 bed and breakfast, 2 morning tea, 5 guest meals, 24 pounds. Receipt with thanks. Miss Rice was with Mr. Lazarus in Saltington, and that town is only a few miles from here. Either one of them could have come into St. Lo and slipped into End House unnoticed to fix the brakes. The picture, and to crash down the boulder. I will ask Miss Rice about her whereabouts on that night. Her answer may reveal much. So why would they go to another town not that far away when they're staying here? 5 tulips in a vase. First we need to find the vase though. It's right there. And these flowers always come in different colors, of course. Let's see if we can find the last one. Oh, it's right there. 4 shells. You're not sorry. That was 2. Any whites? Yeah, it is. 3. So now we just need the last. No, that's not a shell. Ah, there it is. A lump of sugar. A scorpion yet again. There's more evident here. A phone. Squirrel. An iron. A hookah, that's a water pipe. 2 umbrellas. Alright. I didn't arrive till this morning, so I only heard about what Boulder and the brakes on Nick's cars. Where was I yesterday? Tavistock, visiting friends. As if it's anyone's business. Well, she certainly has an alibi with that answer. Not an alibi, a motive. Alright, we're back in the foyer. A blue stamp. Right there. Reading glasses. Two canes. Here's the first one. Alright, then we have a fish. Why is it every time we need to find animals, they're the hardest one to find? Look at that A here. Sneaky you. Ah, there's the fish. A letter A. Talk about letter. Cabbage. An eagle. Graduation cap. No, that wasn't the cap. I think I ran across it 2 times. There it is. An umbrella. An empty glass. No one would benefit from my death. End house is mortgaged and needs repairs. You would go to Charles Weiss, my cousin. What else would I What little else I would go to my best friend Freddy. So Charles Weiss is the next in heir. Or the next in line. Match Peru's ideas on the case with the corresponding suspects and evidence. To make a match, click on the picture tile and the idea that goes with it. Alright, so we had this in the first game as well. Someone puts this over the edge of the cliff. Claims our best friend Nick is a liar. Peru's old friend and chronicler. The Mauser pistol from End House is missing. The ex-naval officer is in love with Nick. Housekeeper at End House, that must be her. Prove that Nick was shot in the garden. Stayed with Freddy in a nearby town. Nick called this a drafty old albatross. Court was deliberately frayed. Says she has no enemies. And tampered with in order to cause an auto accident. Oops. Is there someone you trust? Perhaps a distant relative or friend who could come and stay with you for a while? Do you really think that's really necessary? Poirot's right, you know. You mustn't remain in the house alone. It's not safe. Well, there's Maggie, my cousin in Yorkshire. She'd be available. She never goes anywhere. She's awfully dull, though. Dull is Professor Monk. She sounds like the very thing. Write to her, please, and ask her to come at once. Dear Maggie, I know I promised you a visit later in the summer, but... I've changed my mind. You must come as soon as you get this. I insist, will you, dear? End House is feeling so dreadfully empty these days. Love, Nick. Alright, we must find out if Miss Buckley has a will. And it is time to meet Charles Weiss, her cousin. Miss Buckley says he would inherit End House in the event of her death. Or he would inherit End House. Alright, let's check out Charles Weiss' office. So he has an office in town. Is he a lawyer or something? Let's start out by finding a letter. It's not that one. Sir, in response to your inquiry as to the purchase of End House, I regret to inform you that its present owner is in no mind to put it on the market. The house has been in ownership by the same family for generations, and the present title holder, a cousin of mine, actually is fanatically devoted to it. She is fervent in her desire to preserve its lineage, and nothing would induce her to sell. You're always truly Charles Weiss. Either Miss Buckley is fantastically devoted to End House and has hidden this from us, or it is Mr. Weiss himself who will not tolerate the sale of the house. Horn? I wonder what the actual cause for all this is. That's a funnel. There's too many suspects all of a sudden. Well, we had that in the same in the first game as well. It kind of took me by surprise as to who really did it. So maybe it's the same here. And again, I haven't read the novels, so I don't know the stories. So this horn. There it is. A cat. A sword. Alright, then we have a razor. Cane. A fir cone. Tweezers. That was a small, it looks like a wishbone. A Big Ben. A Big Ben, that's the clock tower in London. Yes. And a feather. Why is it always the last item on the list that we need? There it is. I can't believe anyone would want Nick dead. She's precious little income. It's true I wouldn't inherit any house, but what of it? As my mother always said, that place is more curse than blessing. Let's check out the garage. Not the garage, the train station. Just because I looked over here. Oh my god, look at all this junk. This is actually, look at the details of this train. That's actually pretty much on the nail there. Alright. Let's find a knife. There's so much thing here. So many things here. Is that a knife? No. A dagger or a sword, perhaps?